I'm Kaebra. I'm the youngest of 5 children. I have 3 preachers in my family. My brother's a preacher, and then both of my sisters married preachers, so I grew up in church. I went to school at Oakland City starting off, and then I transferred to Indiana State. And then I took some time off to just figure out life and where I should go from there and get my direction. I was searching for, I knew I needed to do something in that time. I knew I wanted to do some kind of mission trip. And so I was just looking into different mission trips, different places I could go. And then Jeff Roth, my brother-in-law, came to me and said he knew of the internship, had talked to some people and gathered information, and thought I should apply for it. And I thought it sounded great because I could have been placed anywhere in the world for 1 to 6 months. And so that's exactly what I wanted to do, is to find a place, and I knew that he had connections through that way. And so that's how I applied. And so I applied to this missionary internship program just to see if this is what I prayed about it and see what God had in store for me. And then Jim Pratt got back with me and told me that they accepted my packet and that I'd be either sent to the Philippines or Saipan. So I was like, where's Saipan? I had never heard of Saipan before, and so I researched both of Philippines and Saipan to see like what information I could gather, and then we narrowed it down to Saipan. And so I didn't know what to expect before I came here, and I was very excited, but I was very, very scared because I was going out on a leap of faith, not knowing anything about this place. I knew Amanda beforehand, but I just didn't know what to expect. Beginning off, I helped out with recess in the lunchroom in 4th and 5th grade, and then I also helped out with PE, and I also coached the volleyball team. And then I'm now helping out more with 4th grade, and I have the responsibility of teaching Bible and science every day, which I'm very excited about. Outside of the work environment, there's a ton of things to do. We play Ultimate Frisbee every Monday and Friday, which is a lot of fun, and then Sunday afternoons there's sand volleyball that I'm a part of, and also I'm in a group that we all go hiking every weekend too. So we go through the jungle, or we go see cliffs and everything, and there's just a ton to see and do here. The closest thing I've gotten to boredom is reading on the beach, and that's not boredom at all. We live I walk barefoot to the beach from our apartment. So when I got here, it just immediately felt like home. Like, that's the only way I can put it, because everybody, they just welcomed me with such open arms, and it was a really good feeling to be here. It's really just been therapeutic for me too, to come to a school and be loved on by children and be loved on by a church family, and that's what this is. The direction of my life, I was going to school for sports management, and that was just to get a degree to be done with school, because that's what you do. You just go to school, you get a degree. I didn't know what my calling was, and when I got here, God placed me in a school for a reason, and I know it's because He is showing me that teaching is my calling, and to get that figured out, and to have that sense of relief and that sense of just, God actually telling me that I'm supposed to be a teacher. There's no words to describe that. That to have a direction and calling of your life. And so, that has absolutely changed my life. I would recommend this, that if you're searching for something and you want to just God to speak to you, do a missionary internship, see where you get placed, and see what God has in store for you, and take that leap of faith.